Good morning. I hope that all is well, guys. It is a happy, fantastic Friday. So just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out this morning. Just want to shout out to Johnny Enriquez. Yes. Shout out to her. She sent me a song yesterday, Intentional by Travis Green. And I have just been playing that over and over since yesterday when she sent it to me. And it just continuously reminds me that all things are working for my good. Because he's intentional. And so if he is intentional, that means therefore, good morning, Victoria. How are you today? I hope that all is extremely well. Thank you for the heart, girl. Heart me up. I love it. Welcome, Miss Victoria, this morning. But that song just got me so excited. And so I have been walking around all day since yesterday, just singing it over and over because I love being reminded that all things are working for my good, no matter good, bad, or indifferent, all things. And so one of the things that I have as a reminder on my phone is just all things. A little sticky note at my desk that says all things. I just kind of stay focused on that. But even more importantly, as I was getting to, is that he's intentional. And because he created me in his image, which means therefore I should be intentional. And so the reason I'm recording this video this morning is because one of the things that I have continuously bumped into for the last 2 weeks are people who feel stuck, like they don't have options, like life is just so unfair to them, like people are keeping them stuck, when at the end of the day, you have a choice. Options are a choice. Opportunity is a choice. And so today I just want to encourage you guys to, guess what? If they won't give it to you, go and create it. It doesn't mean you have to go out and start a business, even in your job position. I was sharing with a friend on yesterday. Thank you for the heart. I was sharing with a friend on yesterday. She was telling me how she works at this job and, she's doing this one position, but she hates it. And she was saying, like, I cannot stand it. And I've talked to my boss, I've asked for a different position. I've applied for 1,000 different things. And so I just began to ask her, well, tell me specifically what your job role is. And she said, well, I'm in sales. And I said, okay, so tell me what it is that your gifts are. Tell me what you want to do. And she said, honestly, Keisha, I love to speak. I love to train people. And so I said, so you are in sales, but that does not mean that you cannot teach and train. You have customers because you are in sales, correct? She said, yes. I said, so those customers need to understand the product. She said, yes. I said, so why then aren't you teaching them the product? Why aren't you training them on the product? Why aren't you teaching them how to use the product? So there is always an opportunity. There are always options. If they won't give it to you, thank you for the thumbs up. Good morning, Ann. If they won't give it to you, create it. Whether you are in a job or running a business, if they won't give it to you, create it. So the thing I want to encourage you, because so many times we get stuck and we feel like we don't have options. And guess what, honey? If you don't feel like you have options, you are not living. With living comes options. And every day when I wake up, I always tell myself, Keisha, what are your options for today? Reminding myself that I have options. And if I cannot clearly see them, I will not move until I have identified options that I have the opportunity to move into. And so today, guys, I need you to hear me because too many people are dying. And another thing, and y'all got to forgive me. Good morning, David. It's been David, my David. It has been forever. I hope that all is well with you, my friend. And so, guys, again, if they won't give it to you, create it. And again, everybody is not meant to own a business, but if you are in a business and you found yourself stuck and you're not sure how to go about it, think outside the box, because one of our biggest issues as business owners, as employees, as people in general, is that we allow people to pigeonhole us with fear tactics, right? And so at the end of the day, I experienced something on Monday that totally blew my mind. And so while people were mad because of just because of what was done, I was more mad at the mental implications, right? I was more upset by the emotional implications of what was done. And what people don't realize is that people are subliminally doing stupid little things to keep you afraid and keep you scared. And so at the end of the, good morning, Sarissa. Hey there, Sarissa. It's so good to see you this morning. But people are doing things, doing underlying things to keep you afraid. And I realize that a lot with jobs, and what jobs don't realize is that your most valuable asset are people. What people don't realize, my most valuable asset is people. In your family, your most valuable asset is your family. Like, people don't realize the importance of people and what happens when you actually feed a people versus fear a people. Because we spend too much time trying to scare people into doing what we want or need them to do, instead of loving them into it, instead of encouraging them into it, instead of showing them how to live, how to eat, how to sleep, how to breathe. And guess what? If you teach a man how to fish, he can fish forever. And not only will he fish forever, but guess what? He will be so indebted and so grateful because you taught him a skill set that he can now use to live off of, that he will do almost anything to show his appreciation. And even greater than that, I want to challenge you guys to quit just teaching people how to fish, but to teach them how to go out and dig a hole and breed their own fishing ponds, right? Like, let's teach people how to take it a step further. Even as business owners, when you have employees, your goal is to empower your employees. Your goal is to raise up a people that won't just follow you, but will stand beside you. To raise up a people that when you ain't there, you can trust that they're going to kill the game because you grew a people, you raised up a people. And so that even in your own life, guys, as you are out here in this life, it is our responsibility to nurture and grow each other. Not to raise people that are dependent upon us. When people follow me, when people call me for information, I don't do things to make them have to call me every day for something. I don't like dragging people along. I always tell people up front, what do you need? Tell me specifically what you want. And when they tell me, I give it all to them and I say, now go, run with it. And when you need something, you can come back. But I want to see you empowered. I want to see you able to stand on your own 2 feet. And so at the end of the day, guys, the thing that I want to do today, it's not always about starting a business. It's not always about that. But what it is, it's important that you understand when people won't give you something, even if you are a strategist. I was talking to another friend on last week, and he was telling me, Keisha, I love strategy, but my job just will not allow me to be creative. It will not allow me. I said, but guess what? If they won't let you, it's your own responsibility to make sure you are fed. It's your responsibility to make sure you are full. It's your responsibility. So at the end of the day, if they won't just give it to you, sometimes you got to go in and take your stuff. I'm just being real right now. And what I'm not suggesting is that you go in slapping people and cussing your boss out. But what I am suggesting is that just go ahead and create it. And then if they come at you and say, well, why did you create this? Why did you implement this? Well, guess what? It didn't exist. And so I was doing this for the customer. I was doing this and have some real valid reasons why you were doing it. But guess what? In your doing, all you're doing is making things better. We get so pigeonholed by what people say this is what it is. If there is a better way to do it and freaking ask for forgiveness later. That's the way I live. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's how I live. And so today, because I'm sick of watching people stuck, I'm sick of watching people discouraged, all because they feel like they don't have options. You always have options. If they will not give them to you, create them. And I'm going to leave you with that today because I got so much on my heart, and just another quick little reminder. When people try to use fear to intimidate you and to get you to move in a direction that they want you to move in, sometimes you have to be the one willing to say, you know what, that ain't cool. That's not right. And then other times you have to learn how to put your poker face on. You know that face that show like, really? Like, you ain't impacting this over here. You will not have my peace. You cannot take my freedom. Put your poker face on. Y'all, there's so many opportunities out here to win, y'all. So many opportunities. But sometimes you have to be willing to create it. Here we are, halfway through the year, y'all. I know some of y'all had some grand visions and you're finding yourself frustrated, whether it was that you wanted a new job, you wanted to do something bold and new with your business, and it didn't happen as of yet. You guys still have 6 more months to get it right. But in order to get it right, you're going to have to do something every day that's outside of the box. I encourage you to think outside the box. And if the opportunities aren't there, you're going to these companies and you're asking for the business and they aren't letting you in, think of a different way to approach it. Like, I've gotten so creative with how I pursue opportunities. It's crazy. I'll share ideas with people and they're like, what? You think that's going to work? I don't know yet, but I'll tell you when I do it. Because at this point in life, I've gotten so uncomfortable with just going along with the status quo. I can't remember the writer who said it, but someone said once that if you're going in the direction of the crowd, you're going the wrong way. And so what I have started to live my life by is if 100 people are now standing on a platform saying this is the way to do it, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to go the opposite way, because guess what? While everybody chasing the business that's on this side, doing that same old thing, Keisha going to be over here getting the 10 stragglers and getting the money with the 10 stragglers over here. I don't want to go the direction that everybody else is going. That way is too saturated. It's too crowded. It's just like everybody trying to get out the same exit door. I ain't trying to die because all y'all running out the exit door and there's 2 other exit doors over here. So I encourage you to find the other exit door. Find the other exit door for you. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to get out of here because I got to live this life. I got to get out here and pursue opportunities. And I just want to encourage y'all today to just keep pressing on. And when people won't give it to you, create it. Create it, right? It's not just enough to have faith, guys. You have to take action. You have to, because in that action, that faith is producing perseverance for you to press on and push forward. And in that perseverance, you develop maturity like never before. Okay? And if you don't know which way to go, if you don't have a clarity of direction, ask. Because the last time I checked the word, it told me that any person who seeks wisdom, if you ask, he will give it generously. So go get your wisdom, because it's there for the taking and in generous portions. And the last time I checked, he said he can do exceeding and abundantly above all that you can ask or think. So think bigger. Think bigger, because he can do exceed. So one of the, okay, that's a whole nother video. I'll save that one for Friday, y'all, because I can go on and on, because I just get so excited about life and opportunity and just having options and being able to live and being able to pursue every day. I just want to encourage you guys. Thank you, Victoria, for the amen, because I need an amen of 2 or 3 out here. But I just encourage you guys to live this life. It's yours. Every day you wake up, you have yet another opportunity to do this life on your terms, however you want to do it. By any means necessary is my standard on this year. I seek every day to pursue and overtake by any means necessary. And so I encourage you guys to do the same. So with that being said, y'all, okay, that's my 3rd time, because y'all know I get 3 times to say goodbye, okay? Because I got a little bit of preacher in my blood. So I get 3 times to say goodbye. But with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. If you are running a business, I encourage you guys to invest in your people. Invest in grow people, because when you do, you will see your company flourish like never before. And if you need a little bit of help doing that, let me know. Because if nothing else, I got people strategies, people systems, people training. You let me know and I got you. If you are an individual out there, invest in and grow yourself, and invest in and grow those around you. Because our value, guys, is going to be found in people. Our greatest asset is people. Remember that today. And then my only other lesson that I'm leaving you with today, people, have a blessed day and keep. My phone is